Hannah.
Yeah,
We got some different title music going, don't we?
we do.
You know why?
Why?
It's a special edition episode.
Why? What's so special about it?
Because we're going to do a giveaway.
Oh. Okay.
This is the Girls Just Want to Have Fun one.
Weren't we supposed to do this on Halloween?
Yeah, we were.
We fail.
I'm still kind of bitter about that.
It's not Halloween.
It's not Halloween. It's close to Saturnalia
Uh-huh.
/ Yule / Solstice
Yeah.
/ Christmas / Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Put on your yarmulke.
It's
time for Hanukkah. Anyways.
Right? So, you guys are getting this a little late, but we're going to do the giveaway anyway. We want to do the giveaway over Halloween because that's our favorite holiday.
Yeah.
So, there you go. You guys get fun stuff. Yay! So what's going to happen, you guys stay tuned throughout the episode. At some point, I will blurt out a random trivia question for you guys to answer. And, you'll answer it for me.
Answer it.
And the correct answer, anyone that puts one out there will go into a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And
a winner will be picked.
a winner will be picked.
You will win something.
Yay! We'll also try and let you guys know if you're not right. That way you can, re-enter.
Try again.
Try again. We're goddesses of many chances.
Okay.
Anyhow, so,
Yes.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. What do you rate the episode?
I don't know. I'll give it a 4. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I like it enough to give it a 5.
Well, good.
It's rare that you get a 5 episode out of me.
It is.
Yeah.
Except for that whole motion sickness thing in the beginning. That's just crazy.
Now that hurt me. It was one of those that makes your gut lurch,
Yeah.
And then there's like a gag thing that happens every now and then. It's like after I learned that since we got a larger screen television
Yeah.
than what we had when we first watched Xena.
Mm-hmm.
And after we got the bigger TV and I watched the Girls Just Want to Have Fun episode for the first time through, it's one of those where you turn your head after you see that scene on the screen and like everything in the room still does that camera thing, and I was like, oh.
I think that's just you.
It probably is. I have like a really, really sensitive stomach to motion. It's rough. I do like roller coasters and stuff like that. I like that stuff.
Not me.
I know you don't. She wanted to make me ride the Indiana Jones ride by myself at Disneyland.
Not the
No, the
Indiana
Space
Jones.
Mountain.
I like the Indiana Jones.
The Space Mountain ride, excuse me.
I don't remember. Anyway.
I do. It broke my heart in a million pieces.
I went on it.
I know. After the kids shamed you into it.
No.
Anyway.
Anywho. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yes. It aired in October.
21st. 1996.
I was 10. You were not 10.
No. I was not.
You were older than 10.
A little bit. So, this episode we have the return of Joxer the Mighty. Ted Raimi. He's back.
Yes. Yes, he is.
One of your favorite characters.
Or not.
Oh, I think he is.
No.
No?
I love Ted Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Joxer. Not the cat.
No, not the cat.
It's, this is one of the first times that we see, well, this is the first time we see Joxer take the helmet off.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wasn't supposed to. But Ted Raimi hated the hat so much,
Yeah.
he'd pull it off every time he got a chance to.
Because it made him look like an idiot?
It made him look like an idiot. If the shoe fits.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so, as we're opening this episode, Xena and Gabrielle find out 3 more girls have been taken from this village.
Mm-hmm.
And Gabrielle, being Gabrielle, who's still naive.
Yeah.
She's like, well, who could have taken them? And Xena tells her, listen. And Gabrielle's like, I don't hear anything.
Uh-huh.
And Xena tells her something that's significant to Gabrielle because Gabrielle's a bard.
Yeah, she tells her that it's the Bacchae forest.
Right.
And in the Bacchae forest, you're supposed to be hearing
The music of
Orpheus
yeah.
playing his lyre.
Because that tames and calms the Bacchae.
Right. So they don't hear anything.
No. And that's something that Gabrielle points out.
Yeah.
She's like, we should be hearing the music of Orpheus, because only his music can tame the Bacchae.
Right. And without it, the woods are
not safe.
Not a very good place to be.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So she's going through and she's giving Xena, as if Xena needs a history lesson, she's giving Xena all of this background information about the Bacchae.
Right.
She tells them, if they drink Bacchus's blood, they're turned into a Bacchae forever, and
right.
they can't change back, and they can take all forms, and when you hear her say the Bacchae can assume any form,
yeah,
there's an oopsie right there. And if you watch as they're walking through, Renee O'Connor trips on a tree root that's coming up out of the ground. And she catches herself, but the stumble's pretty evident. Like, if you blink, you'll miss it.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. Don't blink. Okay, I'm done. So, we've got the camera doing, like, the weird
funky
thing.
The funky thing there. And you see
this person running
away from these wolves that are chasing him.
That's an actual move that Joxer uses quite frequently.
Running away.
The big scaredy runaway. But anyway. After we see when he emerges that A, it's Joxer.
Right.
B, he's being chased by wolves. 3 wolves.
Yeah.
And Xena shoos the wolves away. And then we have like this pretty comedic scene where Joxer and Gabrielle are all screaming. And then all of a sudden, when Xena gets the wolves to turn around and start moving off, and she's using her whip, right?
Yeah.
And it's smacking against the...
Yeah.
But when she gets the wolves to run off, then we have Joxer, who all of a sudden has found his balls. And he starts yelling, yeah, go on, get out of here! And he sounds like a real New Yorker, almost,
That's funny.
But, that was what you laughed at. Because as we were watching the episode, Lillian was all, get out of here! It was funny. So, Gabrielle's like, Joxer? And Joxer's like, huh? And she asks him if he's alright.
Never better.
Yeah, never better.
Never better.
He tells him, the secret to defeating him is to wear him down.
Wear him down. And he had him right where he wanted him, right?
Yeah, he always does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
And then she asks him why he's there, and he's like, well, I'm on a mission to save the world.
And then he
delivers Xena's package from Orpheus. And Xena's like, Orpheus? And she has the look on her face like, why would he be sending me anything?
Right. And so Gabrielle asks, well, what is it? And he's just like, well, it speaks for itself. And
boy, does it.
And then,
oh, you put her paw on the plate.
Oh, she's fine. And then Xena reaches in and pulls out, by the hair, the head of Orpheus. Who's screaming because, he's being held by his hair.
Right? And, Joxer's all like, never pick him up by his hair.
And he parts it in the middle.
That's right. And then Xena's like, Bacchus did this to you?
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was funny. Because I took a mythology class in high school.
Yeah.
And Orpheus has told Xena that Bacchus cursed him. But in the myth, when, there's actually 2 forms of the myth. In the myth, Eurydice, after she died,
Mm-hmm.
Bacchus had sworn off women. He didn't want to marry again because his heart was so broken. So the Bacchae tried to pick him up,
Yeah.
and he declined their advances. So they dismembered him, ripped him apart. And then in the other version, because Orpheus followed the god Apollo, Bacchus got all angry and hoity-toity and dismembered him. Or commanded the Bacchae to dismember him. That's kind of... It's strange that they were like, oh, he cursed me,
Yeah.
Because it's like, gee, could you vague that up for me?
Yeah.
But, anyway, it dawned on Xena, or it dawned on Gabrielle that Bacchus was the one that cursed the girls.
Mm-hmm.
That were taken from the village.
Yeah.
And then we find out that Xena and Orpheus are not exactly on the best of terms.
No. You can sense
There's some tension.
tension there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he, blames her for his wife dying.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he says, there's a quote from him. He tells Xena, he says, I want to remind you that innocent lives are at stake.
Yeah.
Maybe this time you'll be more careful.
Right.
And Xena gets, like almost this pained expression on her face, and then she, goes back to resting bitch face. And she's all,
Yeah.
make him presentable and we'll leave. So, Gabrielle catches up to Xena because Xena's walked away before anybody else.
Yeah.
And Xena gives Gabrielle the backstory. She tells him, that her army was fighting Bacchus.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an innocent girl that got caught between her army and Bacchus's army.
Yeah.
And she was killed. Xena's sure that it was Bacchus that killed her.
But Orpheus blames both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she tells Gabrielle, because Gabrielle's like, who was it? And she's like, it was Orpheus's wife.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, shit.
Right. And then we have this big red...
Red horny
I
guy?
was gonna say horny guy.
This is a big red horny dude.
Yeah. Did you bring me the head of Orpheus? So. But, they're all like, no, master, he got away.
You fools!
You fools.
How could you let this happen?
Yeah. And they're all like, well, he was rescued by
Xena!
And then, he's all like, Xena!
They're all like, Xena, hit us with whip. She go, fly, bird brother. No?
No.
Wrong episode?
Wrong episode.
You didn't like it?
Uh-huh.
Bacchus is like, go find her so that I may swoop down upon her. Oh. I need some sleep.
So, so he's like, oh, she must have, taken Orpheus back so he can get the lyre.
The liar.
Yes.
So, let's just point out right here how different this lyre looks versus the lyre in Liar, Liar, Hearts on Fire.
It's smaller.
It's a lot smaller. And it doesn't look like a guitar.
Like a guitar. Mm-hmm.
It's not large enough for Xena to be able to fit the chakram neatly into.
Right.
But, anyway, I was just like, my, how we change things in ancient Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, now guess what?
Festival time.
They get to go to the festival. Now I'm going to have Into the Woods stuck in my head.
Into the woods we go.
Into the woods to grandmother's
Anyway.
house.
So, yeah, festival.
Yep.
Gabrielle. Oh, it looks like fun. Right?
Yep. And they've gone to the festival to get the lyre and to track down Melotus?
Something.
Melotus?
Something like that.
Melotus, yeah.
So like this festival thing is like a yearly thing, right? For them to... What is it? Scare off the Bacchae?
Scare off the Bacchae.
Yeah.
Like a bacchanalia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So Meliodas is
he's
what? Orpheus's buddy?
Yeah, he's Orpheus's buddy. He's gonna play the lyre while Orpheus sings.
Uh-huh.
So that they can tame the Bacchae.
Right.
And, but they go back and Meliodas has been killed.
And the lyre has been taken.
Mm-hmm.
By the Bacchae.
Yep. And then Gabrielle, not wanting to leave Xena's side, she's going with her.
Right.
And Xena is the reason for Gabrielle's plight in this episode. Because Xena says, "No, Gabrielle, I need you to stay here and protect Orpheus."
Right.
So, Gabrielle's, like, pretty accepting of it. And this episode works a little odd dynamic-wise between the two of them. Because you've noticed, obviously, in the giant killer one, that they've gotten closer.
Yeah.
From a subtext standpoint. The episode at the beginning, you got, like, a tiny subtext moment when the wolves are attacking. You've got Xena pushing Gabrielle behind her. Uh-huh. And she tells her to stay behind me.
No problem.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me twice.
Right.
And, which is also just Gabrielle being scared. But somebody read it as subtext, therefore I expunged it here. But you also have the directors and the producers and the writers for this episode saying that because of the rave-like quality of this episode, that they wanted to be able to explore subtext because there was already, after the episode Is There a Doctor in the House, and they started to focus on the relationship between Xena and Gabrielle more, they wanted to push, for a relationship between the two women and see how far the network would let them push it. So, there's that. Yeah, there is. Okay. Honest and truly.
All right.
So, Xena, of course, is thinking in terms of, no, I want to protect Gabrielle. Not, well, if Gabrielle's not with me, it could potentially lead her to be in danger, So, anyway. Then we have an interesting little scene between Joxer and Orpheus. Because Joxer's like, you play all of this?
All these instruments and
Joxer tells him, your G's way out. And it's like, well, how the hell does Joxer know? And then he makes the comment,
playing music is for sissies.
Which is neat because it gives us a look into season 5 with the episode Liar, Liar, Hearts on Fire. It's a little bit of overshadowing for Joxer's brother,
Jace.
Jace, yeah.
Jace.
Because there's obviously tension between those two.
Yeah. And
he and Jet don't talk about Jace. So that lets you know that he's brought shame to the family. So, and this one, obviously he thinks he's...
Yeah.
Which is, like, stupid, man. I think that's part of the reason I don't like Joxer is because he's a judgmental ass most of the time. Yeah. And the other rest of the time, he's just an idiot.
Okay.
But so, anyway.
And then, are we back at the festival thing? And doesn't Joxer have Orpheus's head on a
stake?
Yeah.
Well, Gabrielle hears somebody scream.
And
she tells Joxer, I'll be back. And then we've got the rave music going on. We've got another oopsie. As Gabrielle is crossing the courtyard, you see a flame shooting up behind her head. Look on the ground as she's walking across, and you'll see a white 20-pound barbecue propane tank sitting there, fueling the fire. I guess a lot of people have had a hard time seeing that, but it's like once you see it one time, you'll never miss it again. I think I point it out to Liliana every time we watch it.
Yeah. It's kind of like that one in Beware, is it Beware Greek Sparing Gifts? With the crew member crouching down?
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you see it,
you can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it, exactly.
Well, that's also like there's... Oh... The title just left my head. The one with Lord Seltzer.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't think of the name now.
What is it? Oh my god.
I don't remember now.
We should be better at this. I can name all the episodes like in a row.
Is it the Greater Good?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, how can we not remember
I know, right?
The Greater Good.
But like in the episode The Greater Good, when Xena's when she falls and Gabrielle goes to run across to her, if you look behind Argo, you can see a car.
Oh, yeah.
Parked in the background. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The propane tank's the same way.
Yeah. There's another one, too, where you can see a car driving
that's,
in the background.
That's, If the Shoe Fits.
Yeah.
I believe.
Oopsie.
Yeah, oopsie. But anyway, pay attention for the propane tank. Mm-hmm. The song that is playing in the background is also not historically accurate. Don't wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. I'm sorry. There's a line in here, or in the song that says, gonna dance with the devil by the pale moonlight. To go dancing with the devil by the pale moonlight. There is no devil at this point in time. None. At all. That concept hasn't even been invented yet. So, they could have at least made it historically accurate.
No.
But it's still... I get a kick out of the song, though.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the intro? I worked really hard on that intro.
I gave you the idea.
You did.
We should do it like this.
She's like, we should do the girls just want to have fun intro, and I'm like, okay, but it didn't feel Xena enough. So I was like, let's put in another piece from the episode. But we couldn't decide if we wanted to do the theme song or the regular intro that we'd been doing.
But yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And then we have Bacchus all, a precious golden lyre.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, no, that wasn't Bacchus.
That wasn't Bacchus.
That was one of the Bacchae. That was one of the Bacchae.
Yeah.
I just wasted an impersonation voice. You're supposed to stop me before I do these things.
Well, it's okay, because I thought it was him too. Okay, that's right. No.
Yeah.
That's right. They're still at the festival, and the three...
You have Gabrielle for one of the first times in a very adult situation. Mm-hmm. And Gabrielle is significantly younger than Xena. Which was pointed out by somebody on one of the subtext forums. I've read so many subtext forums. They all run together at this point. But... Because I never thought much about it. I'm just like, oh, they're about the same age. No, they're not.
No.
Because Gabrielle's, still been very sheltered. She's still in her teens at this point. She's not supposed to be over 18 at this point yet. So she's seen very little of the world. Mm-hmm. And she gets in this very adult situation. And it's kind of like it's almost a take on... So Gabrielle walks into a gay bar. And then she's swarmed by, these 3 chicks. Because somebody pointed out in one of the things, this is really the first episode where you see that Gabrielle is very... It's not so much attracted to the men. She's had, She's had the crushes on the flavors of the week up to this point. But they're like, this is where you see the change in significance. That she's not really into the dudes so much anymore. Because you got her and Xena obviously sharing a new closeness that you see in the Giant Killer once she starts, kind of turning from David, who was the flavor of the week for that episode. And then you got her kind of in that episode accepting her place with Xena. So that relationship's grown a bit more. And now you've got her being surrounded by all these girls, and she looks at these girls curious. Not like she, wants to do them or anything. Yeah. But, she looks at them like she's curious because they're obviously free and very accepting of who they are. Mm-hmm. And she's still working on that. Because this episode somebody had referred to as, the pinnacle point for Gabrielle. Part of what helped helped Gabrielle decide what type of person she was going to be. Mm-hmm. This was her awakening episode after she got turned into the Bacchae.
Bacchae.
Yeah. After she got turned into Bacchae Gabrielle. So, anyway.
Okay.
Did you know that? Sometimes stuff just, like, flows out of my mouth, and I don't realize that I've said as much as I have until after it's already out, so I'm sorry.
No, sorry. No. Not at all.
I do so much research on these things, and I'm like, okay, there's no need to bring this up. It comes out anyway. You guys would be surprised at the amount of stuff that I keep to myself. But if they don't ask...
Mm-hmm. You don't tell.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Joxer goes on a looking for Gabrielle.
Uh-huh.
And he's got Orpheus's head on a stick. And he's
like,
he's here, and he's like, she's in the middle of the room with two women.
Ah, Bacchae! And then he just, like, hands
him off to a guard.
to some other person that's there.
Who starts dancing with him.
Who starts dancing.
He does, like, these stripper pole move dances with him. If you watch the way he moves, it's like, wow. A male exotic dancer.
So, he's running off to rescue Gabrielle. You know, don't worry, Gabrielle, I'll save you. Unhand her.
And Gabrielle's like, Joxer, what are you doing?
Bacchae!
He's like, I'd know a Bacchae if I saw one.
Uh-huh. Obviously not. Because, no.
Do you notice how long it took her to change?
Yeah.
And Xena changed almost instantly. And it took her
a while.
A while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I have a theory for that, too.
Okay, what's your theory?
I'll have to explain it when we get there.
You got a theory.
That it's a demon. A dancing demon. No, something isn't right there. You get everything with this podcast. You get Xena, you get Buffy, you get Legend of Zelda, you get Cats,
anyway.
Code Red.
Okay.
Yes. Did I ruin your train of thought?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So he gets Gabrielle, and then they
oh my god,
meet up
Liliana's
with Xena.
geeking out over kittens.
They're so cute.
We're playing the Cats music videos in the background for the kittens to sleep to. And she's totally geeking over the tiny kittens, which they are very cute.
There's 3 little baby kitties. They're all asleep. They're so cute.
Okay, that's enough. We have enough cats. We don't need another one.
We don't have little ones like that. The little baby ones. They're so cute.
Minya may give us kittens before long. Who knows? Enough, Minya!
They're so cute. Anyways.
Okay.
I love kitties.
I know. And I'm a big softie. She has to keep one, and I'm like, okay.
Anyways, okay. So they meet back up with Xena? Yeah?
Yes. Xena tells her that when Orpheus asks Xena if she got the lyre back,
okay. Yeah.
Xena says, no, but I found the Bacchae who took it.
That's right. That's right.
And she tells them they'll get it back.
Mm-hmm.
And Joxer's like, we find the lyre.
We go in, we kill Bacchus, we free the girls.
Yep. And he's like, exactly. And Joxer's like, oh, that was easy enough. And Orpheus is like, Bacchus has the lyre in the catacombs, and he'll kill you if you go in there.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's a chance we're going to have to take.
And then,
And Xena tells Gabrielle to come on, and Joxer... This is where you can tell that Joxer's stupid. He doesn't understand the fact that they don't want him there.
Yeah.
You know, because he's very childlike, well, if she's going, I'm going too.
Mm-hmm. And then...
And they try to walk off anyway.
Yeah.
He says, I guess you don't want someone that plays the lyre.
Yeah. So this is where we find out that, he knows how to play.
He took music lessons.
He took music lessons.
Yes.
He doesn't seem like he's very proud of it, though. Took music lessons, okay? So, yeah. And he's all like, don't announce it all over the place because, his reputation he has a reputation to maintain. I don't know what reputation that is, but...
And then they hang back for a little bit, and when Gabrielle turns around, they notice blood on her neck. Well, Joxer notices blood on her neck.
On Xena.
Oh, yeah, it was Xena.
Not Gabrielle.
That's right, because we talked about that. This entire episode, you don't see any blood on Gabrielle's neck.
On Gabrielle, but you see it on Xena.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. So, I mean, he thinks that she got bit, and she's gonna turn into a Bacchae vampire.
No, it's a Bacchae.
Okay.
They don't have the bumpies like vampires.
No. So he's all like, look. She's been bitten. There's blood on her neck. So where did Gabrielle get bit?
That's the question now, isn't it?
If she's the one that turned into the Bacchae, because you don't see no bite marks on her neck.
No, but it's assumed that she was bitten in an area that her hair covers.
Uh-huh.
Because it's got to be near a major vein.
Yeah.
And anywhere else is not near a major vein. But Gabrielle's trying to reason out of it, when Joxer tells her that she's been bit.
Well, I mean, because she was in a fight and...
Could be a scratch. Seen every kind of wound by man or beast, and that is a Bacchae bite.
Specifically a Bacchae bite. Yeah. She's like...
and Gabrielle points out, why didn't she turn into one then?
Because it takes time.
That's what Joxer told her.
Yeah.
Like, well, these things take time.
Take time.
Any second, Xena's going to be sporting a new pair of fangs.
And Gabrielle wants to she's just like, I'll just go ask her.
I'll ask her.
Just ask her.
Because they have that relationship.
Yeah. He's like, no, because, she might go into a Bacchae frenzy or something, right?
And then he grabs Gabrielle's staff and tries to sharpen it to a point.
Yeah.
Because, because it's supposed to be like vampiric lore, you have the whole, stake through the heart.
Right.
Except it's not a stake through the heart. What is it, honey?
It's a dryad bone.
Yep.
Yeah. Dryad bone.
Which is funny.
Huh?
Which is really funny because dryads were peaceful creatures. They were maidens, very peaceful maidens that were associated with the spirits of trees.
Not in the Xenoverse.
Not in the Xenoverse. But in Greek mythology, yes. And they had no wings.
No. So Joxer's like all freaking out, thinking that she's gonna like turn any minute now. And what did he say? Yeah, they're at the campfires, all like, nobody's gonna sleep soundly tonight, and he's there snoring.
He's snoring. Xena's still awake, and she pops up and
with a knife,
and he thinks she's gonna slit his throat.
Yeah. It was
all like
spider.
Sand spider.
That was nasty. She's just like wiping off the guts off of the knife, like she. Ugh. That was gross.
And Xena's all, completely clueless that Joxer's freaking out. She's like, everything all right?
Yeah. But yeah.
But he says that he was just thinking about the best way to kill a Bacchae. She's like, well, there's only one way to kill a Bacchae.
One way, right.
Get what we need on the way to the catacombs. Then we have Bacchus. Under the light of the Bacchae moon.
So we got them all.
He's planning the ceremony so they can drink his blood.
And make Xena one of them.
Yeah.
So
that's his grand plan.
Yeah. Then we're like at this graveyard thing?
Yeah.
So Joxer was like thinking, okay, weapon. So we're going to like a blacksmith shop or something to get a weapon. I mean, he didn't expect going to a graveyard for a weapon.
So it's like, well, this job we need something special.
Yeah.
Be quiet, don't step on any graves.
Yeah. So.
And then she goes on to tell him that a dryad bone through the Heart's the only way to kill a Bacchae.
Right.
And Gabrielle's like, do we gotta dig them up?
No.
And then Jock said, well, they're not gonna jump out at us.
No. And then, what,
and they
one?
don't. They
one
grab
grabs
Joxer
him.
and tries to pull him under.
Pulls him under. Yeah. And then,
And then when... And he gets upset because it takes his boots.
they took his boots. Yeah, when they finally are able to get him out from the grave.
Mm-hmm.
He's all like, all pissed. They took my boots. They cost me 50 dinars. Yeah, he's just
How
like...
does Joxer keep getting money?
I don't know. How do any of them keep getting money?
I don't know. But, I mean, Gabrielle even tells Xena at one point, you'll have to ask Joxer. He's the only one with money. How does he keep getting money? Because nobody's going to hire his fool ass.
I don't know.
Anyway.
So then you have the dryads shooting out of the graves.
And Gabrielle's fighting them with them, so she's still good at this point.
Yeah.
And then, after they've bested all the dryads, Joxer takes one of the dryad bones and points it kind of at Xena's chest. He's like, are you scared of this? And she's like, should I be?
No. And then this is where Gabrielle finally gets all grr. Yeah.
And Xena has this look like, oh no,
Uh-oh.
And she's all, we got the funky vision thing going on. Bacchae vision.
Yeah.
And hear Xena very muffled, Gabrielle, I can help you. And then Gabrielle flies.
She does something.
She does like full-on Salem's Lot flying.
Yeah. So now they're, headed to the catacombs. Didn't they have, like, Orpheus propped up on the horse? Kind of scarecrow-like?
Mm-hmm. They did in the dryad. Remember the dryad was trying to...
Yeah, and then Argo was just trying to eat the
hay?
The stuffing. the hay.
They were actually supposed to use... stuffing or the straw almost the entire time. Mm-hmm. But they couldn't because Tilly kept
eating
the straw. Like, ooh, happy treat.
Mm-hmm. So obviously Xena's gonna want to go after Gabrielle to save her. Orpheus is not happy with that. No. He's just like, you're wasting your time.
You're gonna fall right into his trap.
Right.
That's what he tells her.
Mm-hmm. And
he's lecturing Xena, and Xena's like, save your breath. I'm going after Gabrielle.
Yeah. And he's just like, we have to kill Bacchus before midnight. Forget the girl. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't tell Xena.
She can't do that.
You don't tell Xena to forget about Gabrielle.
Yeah. She get a little violent.
And then he's all like, yeah, okay, well, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you.
Your own selfish desires come first.
Yeah. So, anywho. And then what?
Then we get them going through the catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
But Orpheus is working on Joxer and telling him that, she's gonna have to kill. Pretty much, he's gonna have to kill Gabrielle.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's only a matter of time before
Xena
Gabrielle bites Xena. Yeah.
And he says Xena's friendship's blinded her to the mission.
Right.
And so Joxer's like, okay, I'll kill her if I gotta.
Yeah, I know what I gotta do. Well, and then Gabrielle appears.
Gabrielle attacks Joxer.
Yeah. Oh, you little Bacchae!
Yeah. But, anyway.
And then
we cut to Bacchus's lair.
Uh-huh.
And he's cut his hand so that they have the blood to drink.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, become one with me forever.
No, I'm good.
And he's trying to get Lenny's, the first Bacchae goes, and then you've got another scene between Xena, Joxer, and Orpheus ends up apologizing to Xena. Mm-hmm. It's like, I was looking for someone to blame.
Yeah. Yeah.
But.
And then we have Bacchus and Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Go ahead, drink.
Now, friend of Xena.
Yeah. Drink and become immortal. Become one with me.
Yep.
Yeah. So, she's about to, drink the blood. And in comes Xena.
She's not interested, Bacchus.
No. She throws a chakram, right? Knocks the chalice, goblet, whatever, out of her hand. And pop.
Out of his hand?
Her hand.
Her hand, Gabrielle's hand.
Yeah. Right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking for some reason that there is an oopsie there.
Okay.
Okay, so I was right. All right.
What is it?
No, I mean, she knocks it out of Gabrielle's hand.
Yeah.
She doesn't knock it out of Bacchus's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't correct about that. But, no, when it goes to commercial, you see Bacchus hand the chalice to Gabrielle, and then it cuts when it originally aired, went to the commercial, and then it cuts back, and he hands it to her again from a different angle.
Ah, okay.
So it is an oopsie. That's why that was going in my head. I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, so now while I guess Xena is distracting them,
she tells Josh to get the lyre.
Yeah, it's up on Bacchus's throne. Hurry, go get it. And then, does he pull Orpheus's head out of a bag again?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in, okay.
Yeah, because Orpheus has to sing while Joxer plays.
Yeah, so he's just like, go hurry up and play. Just anything, right? And
so he starts playing. Orpheus starts la 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 la.
That's not singing.
And then Bacchus jumps up on his throne.
Uh-huh.
And Joxer's like, any request? And then Gabrielle goes and grabs Xena.
What?
Well, Bacchus tells her to...
Didn't she try to...
Well, Bacchus tells Xena, he said, you should know, Xena, only a Bacchae can kill me.
Yeah, because didn't she try to...
Yeah.
Stake him?
She did. Well, no, she dropped him from his throne.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he landed, and he looked all lifeless, but then his eyeballs popped open.
Right.
He's like, Xena, don't you know that only a Bacchae can kill me?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got, like, this realization in her eyes, like...
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you have Gabrielle swooping in behind her,
yep.
right? And she's just like, okay. Go ahead, Gabrielle, do it.
Yeah. And that bite...
Uh-huh.
Let's talk subtext, Liliana.
Go for it.
No, you go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, not me.
Subtext away.
That's your deal.
It wasn't just a regular little bite. Because obviously Gabrielle's, when she was bitten, was quick.
Yeah.
This one, like, lasted and lasted and lasted and lasted and lasted. And the way that she was bitten was very suggestive.
Uh-huh.
If you look at, like, a vampire lore,
uh-huh,
if it's not feeding for survival, which means they entirely drain the corpse blood,
right, then
it's feeding because of sexual desire.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an orgasmic experience. And that's pretty clear with the groans coming out of Miss Xena, and the way that Gabrielle proceeds to rub on the column of her neck
uh-huh,
suggests that it's very very duplicitous, you know. So that's really your first good chunk of subtext.
Yeah.
In Xena is the bite. Everything's up to this point. In fact, most of the people that are on the subtext bandwagon believe that after this episode, Xena and Gabrielle became intimate. They believe they became lovers after this episode because that is such an intimate scene.
Yeah.
Between the two.
Uh-huh.
That was rough.
So then we have Xena. Let's say vamping out.
Yeah, we have her vamping out. And she does it a lot quicker. I said I'd talk about that.
Yeah.
I was kind of discussing some things with a couple of people that have, been on the Xena bandwagon since it started.
Mm-hmm.
That have a good bit of insight into it. And we were talking about this scene.
Uh-huh.
Because it took Gabrielle so long. And essentially what we came up with was, we thought that it took Gabrielle longest because Gabrielle was inherently good-hearted. There was no bloodlust in Gabrielle because she hadn't killed at this point.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, Gabrielle could have possibly been fighting back against the bad taking over, and she fought back for as long as she could.
Right.
Which was why the Bacchae part of her didn't take over as quickly. And then somebody else pointed out, well, Xena probably changed quickly. If we're going through that venue, she probably changed quickly because she was determined to be a Bacchae to kill Bacchus.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody else offered up, they're like, well, what about this spin on it? So Gabrielle would have been bitten by a Bacchae.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That Bacchae obviously would not have been Gabrielle's soulmate. Mm-hmm. So it took a little longer because Gabrielle's body essentially was rejecting the person that bit her. Almost like a rape type scenario. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then they're like, but Xena was a willing participant and Gabrielle's soulmate, and that's why boom.
Okay.
Because somebody, it was on one of the forums, maybe it was Yuku, I can't remember which one. But somebody acknowledged this as a foreshadowing of essentially Gabrielle being raped in Dayhawk's temple. The first bit of badness, like true badness happening to her after her path with Xena began. So somebody was like likening it to the two, and I was like, well, I never really thought about that.
No.
Because they were like, well, a lot of people don't realize that that's actually what happened in Dayhawk's temple. And I'm like, well, I got that because there was a baby that came out of it.
Yeah.
So there's some sort of mating going on. And but yeah, they were likening it to that of, like, not on a sexual level of rape, but just, I guess, physical assault more than anything, you know what I mean? I was like, well, I never thought of it that way, but
yeah.
I don't know that I necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
I tend to think of it more as Gabrielle's good, the goodness in Gabrielle was fighting so hard against the bad.
Yeah.
And Xena's wasn't. Xena was just, like, welcoming of it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Because that's your biggest continuity issue in this episode, is everybody's like, why did it take Gabrielle so long to change? And Xena was just like, bam! So, to me, that makes sense. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it does.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
All right. So now they kill Bacchus.
Yes.
They fly at him and...
Do you notice the way that they fly? They fly with hands joined.
Yeah.
Xena and Gabrielle do. They, like, legit grab each other's hands. Oh, I scared Joxer. I'm sorry, Joxer. Go back to sleep.
So, yeah. He got a stake in the heart.
You'd be
Taking my heart.
Oh, we should have put that in the credits.
Oh.
We're friends with like this
That's
really, really awesome
twin sister duo.
They're called Gemini.
Gemini.
And they have a song that they wrote called "Stake in My Heart."
It's Buffy inspired.
It's Buffy inspired, but it would be so fitting for this episode.
I know,
Huh?
Ah, darn.
We should have. Maybe we'll share it.
Maybe I'll stick it in at the end of the podcast.
Maybe. Okay.
All right. Anyways, so yeah.
So back to the end.
Back to the ending.
We go back to the forest of happy feelings, and
Uh-huh.
Orpheus's music is playing.
He's got his body back. He's whole again.
Mm-hmm. And Xena tells Gabrielle, that's Eurydice's favorite tune.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like she and Orpheus are back together again, which confuses me. Because at this point it's like, so is Orpheus dead? Because we know Eurydice is dead.
Yeah.
So is it an inconsistency in the episode?
Huh. That's right.
Or what?
I don't know.
But that caught
Yeah.
that caught my attention when we were watching it.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. And
Then we got bumbling Joxer.
yeah, so he's all
Wake up!
pumped up, whatever.
Where are we going now?
Where are we going next? And so
Gabrielle's like, we're gonna fight Medusa.
yeah, so they make up something to, get rid of him.
Mm-hmm. We end on subtext in this episode.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna go, fight Medusa. The one with the snakes all over her head and one look and it turns the mightiest of men into stone, and then Joxer all of a sudden remembers that it's his mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So, gotta go.
Yeah.
Chicken shit.
And then you have Gabrielle turning to Xena, which is our last bit of subtext for the episode.
Mm-hmm.
She turns to Xena and the look that she gives Xena. It's all in the look.
Okay.
That's why people tend to think that the intimacy level kicked up
Uh-huh.
at the end of this episode. Because she tells Xena, you almost died trying to save me.
Uh-huh.
And I really want to do something to thank you. It's the way that she says it.
Yeah.
And Xena's all like, you just did.
You got rid of Joxer.
But then who knows what happens afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So we end on subtext.
Yep.
Season 2 is just like packed with
Stuff.
yeah. I've really learned that researching more into it.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
disclaimer.
No blood-sucking Bacchae were harmed during the production of this motion picture. However, a few dryads lost their heads.
Yes, they did.
They did.
They did. That's it.
That's it. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have a question.
Dun dun dun.
I have a trivia question.
Trivia time.
Yay! You guys be sure to answer.
Answer on tweet us your answer, Facebook us your answer, email, Instagram, whatever. Leave a comment on the YouTube.
Anything will suffice.
Yeah.
My question,
Is what?
since we're in season 2,
We are.
we are. I was gonna go with another one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll be a bonus. I don't know. No. I was actually gonna ask them to name all the horses that played Argo. But I'm not gonna go with that one.
Why not?
Because it's tough. Which I have no doubt that they would know.
Maybe.
But it's hard to find, and you can't find all of it in one place. You have to really delve. So I'll go with a question that's season 2 related.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Vanessa Angel
Uh-huh.
was originally supposed to be Xena.
Xena.
Before Lucy Lawless got the part.
Right.
After Vanessa Angel was sick and couldn't do the part, they cast another actress to play Xena,
They did.
who ultimately backed out. That actress guest stars in season 2 of Xena Warrior Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
Who was it? Who was going to originally play Xena? And not Vanessa Angel. So, someone else.
Yeah. Who was the actress cast as Xena after Vanessa Angel dropped out?
So, let us know your answer to that. And correct answers will be entered into a drawing to win stuff.
Yay!
So, yeah. So let us know. If you know.
If you know, we know. Okay? Okay, cool.
All right.
Get your answers into us by, what's today, the 12th?
Today is the 12th.
We'll give you guys till, what do you think, Liliana?
I don't know.
You give them till Friday?
What's today, Tuesday?
All day.
Do we want to do a week?
Yeah, we'll give you guys a week. We'll give you guys till next Tuesday. Get your answers into us by next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
No later than, no earlier than. We'll sweeten the pot a little bit.
Earlier, because they got to get the answers in.
We'll sweeten the pot a little bit.
What? Why? What? Huh?
Anybody that goes ahead and submits an answer prior to next Tuesday, will enter your name in double if it's correct. Put your name in twice.
Okay.
Greaten your chances of winning.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes?
Oh, okay.
No way anybody that enters in Tuesday gets one entry. Yes?
Okay.
Okay. You guys also tune in on Thursday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. We will be doing a live review on Facebook of Beyond the Farthest Star starring Renee O'Connor. We're pretty excited about it. Liliana's terrified because she doesn't speak well live in front of people. That's why we pre-record everything.
It's okay. You can do all the talking. It's fine. I'm good with that.
I'm already going to do a chunk of it anyway, I feel like, because I was raised in a very religious home.
I was going to say that you can, relate
I
to
can
that.
relate more, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, because I don't think it's the same being raised Catholic as what the people in the film dealt with,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But anyway. So yeah, you guys be sure to tune in for that. We're pretty excited. We created a Facebook event for it. Click that you are going, or at least that you're interested. I mean, we have 6 total right now. I know the producers for Beyond the Farthest Star is gonna
They're gonna be watching.
They're gonna be watching. They're super excited about it.
They already told us no spoilers.
Yeah, they're like, no spoilers, and I'm like, I promise it will be spoiler free. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, don't sweat it. We won't spoil anything for you.
Like spoilers, that's what we do. Do you not listen to the podcast? But yeah, no spoilers. Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, Trista.
I won't give spoilers.
Okay.
And also, just so you guys know, I will go ahead and say that the film was not preachy at all. I know we've gotten a little bit of pushback from people that are of different faiths,
right? That
want to support Renee O'Connor. That's really excited that she got work, but they're like, religious propaganda. I wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, no.
Purchasing or watching the movie.
It's not.
Which I understand that, because like I said, I grew up with people trying to save me my entire life.
Yeah.
So I get that, but it's not an offensive movie. It really isn't. And it doesn't come off preachy.
No.
You guys are open-minded. Honestly, if you're not from any type of Christian faith background and you didn't know it was a faith-based movie, you wouldn't be able to tell it was a faith-based movie. I don't feel like, anyway. But anyway, judge for yourself. But at least come hear the review, and then, you'll get our thoughts, and you guys know that we're not, Christian anyway, so.
Yeah. And if you guys, did purchase the DVD, don't forget Beyond the Farthest Star has their little contest going on, the Wrap Your Selfie, where you can win a Kincaid canvas wrap.
I really
which
want the
is
canvas
really
wrap.
beautiful, and there's a tiny little Renee in it.
Yeah. Canvas
So,
wrap is gorgeous. You can also buy it
it's-
for $49.95, but enter it in the wrap is funner.
But, yeah.
You can take a selfie with the DVD.
And as long as you have the hashtag wrap yo selfie, they'll find you.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to post it to their page or anything, but as long as you include that hashtag, you know, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you'll be entered.
Yep.
So, and I believe they're doing their next drawing Friday.
Yes.
They did one last week. They're doing one this week, and they'll be doing one more next week.
Yeah.
So, wrap your selfie, people.
I was trying to think of what else Ben said was going on when I talked to him.
I don't know.
Oh.
But,
Oh, there'll be another contest that launches next week as
Yeah.
well. I think it launches next Tuesday.
different one?
There's another Wrap Yo Selfie contest, and then there's a I don't think that one's been detailed yet, so maybe I need to keep my mouth shut.
Okay, yeah, because
Okay.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I won't say anything.
Because I know
then.
they're doing the 3 weeks of...
I'll let them announce it, so I don't spoil
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I know they're doing the 3 weeks of the
Yeah.
canvas wrap, which they already gave away 2 in the first week. And then we got this week coming up and then next week. So, yeah. Anyways, so, yes, that's it.
That's it.
We're good.
That does it for us.
Alrighty.
Maybe Lillian will put Stick in My Heart at the end of this, so you guys stay tuned and listen out for it.
Yeah.
You may need to message Sheena and Lisa and make sure it's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
I'm sure they'll be fine with it, too. They
They're
kind of
cool.
love us.
They do. Say hey. Kind of
I can text
promoting
Sheena.
you guys here.
I can text Sheena.
Yeah.
Um,
They'll be like excited about that.
oh, yeah.
So
But anyway,
I don't think they'd have a problem with that.
I don't either. But I'll message her in a little bit.
So yeah.
Anywho, you guys have a great, grand, and groovy rest of your day.
Uh-huh.
Happy chakrams. Battle on, XENITES.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
We'll see you guys Thursday. You guys can interact with us live. We're pretty fun people.
Oh yeah, you guys will be like able to
They
ask
can
us
comment.
questions live and okay.
Really awesome.
Alrighty then.
All right.
We're good. Okay.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And I got